back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you healthy foods that aren't necessarily healthy for you. And these are just some things that oftentimes we get confused, or they're labeled in a way that deceives us into thinking that they're healthy for us or good for our bodies, and they really aren't. Just because something says that it's low fat or low cholesterol, fat-free, it doesn't mean that it's great for your body. So let's just get started. The first one is protein bars, and not all protein bars are good for you. You should make sure that you're always looking at the labels and checking the sugar, because a lot of protein bars are filled with sugar and it's just like a candy bar. And usually they're filled with high fructose corn syrup. Quest bars, those are pretty much the only protein bars that I eat. Sports drinks like Gatorade, Powerade, usually a lot of sugar along with their electrolytes and calories too. And I'm not always so concerned about calories, but I like to balance everything out. So sports drinks are usually not that healthy for you. What I like to do is take some water and put some of those meal drops in them. It's like a water flavor enhancer, and that's a healthier option. Another one is wheat bread. And a lot of times we're told to select 100% whole wheat over anything else. Not all wheat breads contain pure wheat grain. For example, those with multi-grain or 7-grain might still contain some refined flour in there. And even 100% natural or whole wheat breads may have few real grains in them. And then they usually also contain high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, and hydrogenated oils, preservatives to help them keep their shelf life. When I go to purchase my products at the grocery store, I like to look at the labels, but you also want to look at the ingredients and make sure that they have, the whole grains, they have whole natural ingredients in there, and it's not just packed with a bunch of artificial sweeteners or replacements for what it's lacking. Fruit juices. So a lot of fruit juices have vitamins, but they're also usually packed with a ton of sugar. For example, 8 ounces of grape juice has 150, 160 calories, with about 45 grams of carbs and 40 grams of sugar. 40 grams of sugar is a lot for 8 ounces of juice. If you compare with something else that might be a little bit more unhealthy to you, it is equivalent to a can of Coke, which is filled with sugar, and that's like a 12-ounce can of Coke. Fat-free products. And honestly, I'm guilty of having some fat-free products in my diet, but I don't like to, oversaturate my diet with fat-free items. A lot of times companies will label it as fat-free, which is great, but in order for them to, compensate for what they've taken out, they put in trans fats and artificial sweeteners, which can cause health problems later. Fats actually help support your brain and metabolic function, so it's important that you do have fats in your diet. Just make sure that they're healthy fat. If you don't have enough fats, then your body will kind of struggle to get the macronutrients that it needs, because it will need more from carbs. Dried fruit. And this also kind of goes hand in hand with trail mix. You can purchase, bags of trail mix. They have dried fruit, chocolate, nuts. Oftentimes we look at this as a healthy snack, but it's not. Dried fruit is packed with a ton of sugar and chemicals to help it keep its shelf life. Usually the packages of trail mix come salted, so you have salted nuts, the salt, the sugar from dried fruit, sugar from the chocolate. It's really not that healthy for you, but I believe everything is okay in moderation, so just don't, overdo it. Vegetable oil, and a lot of people cook with vegetable oil. So vegetable oils like canola, corn, or grapeseed oils, which are often labeled as healthy options for oils, they aren't really healthy. They come from chemicals. Pretty much blast the seeds with high heat and dump the solvents to extract the oil. Later, they inject it with chemicals to help improve the color and the odor. So this whole process turns the oil into a fat that your body has a hard time breaking down. And vegetable oils have a high ratio of omega-6 to omega-3, can increase the risk of heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. I usually opt for coconut oil, low fat or skim milk, and these are not always the healthier option. While they do have lower calories, sometimes whole milk is actually a better option. It has more saturated and monosaturated fats to help keep you full. And without those fats, the milk has less fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Actually opt for cashew milk or almond milk. You've probably seen those in a lot of my videos if you watched them before. And I just find that it's worked well for me. Gluten-free snacks. There was this whole fad about the gluten-free diet, and I know a lot of people eat gluten-free because they have, you know, certain issues with their body internally that they can't help. Usually gluten-free snacks aren't that different from, you know, like a regular snack. People just think that it's a healthier option. Most alternative flours that they use for gluten-free snacks often have more carbs than the wheat option, which offers less in the area of, you know, like vitamins, nutrients. It helps support your brain and metabolic function. Why can I not talk? What? Why am I talking so crazy?